What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock, guys, and we are less than 22 days away from the SoFi earnings. And this is the earnings report that SoFi has been building up for a long time, continuing to talk about profitability in Q4, guys. They've been talking about this for at least 9 months, I believe. So this is supposed to be the big quarter where all the business segments finally come together, all the investments that they have made the past 2 years, buying up multiple companies, Technisys, Galileo, Wyndham Capital for the mortgages. Everything is supposed to be fully integrated, full throttle, and ready to go, seeing those cost savings, being a fully digital bank. And, this is the quarter we've been waiting for, guys. So we are shooting for profitability. And remember, guys, if you want to get into the SP 500, you need 4 quarters of profitability. And the best thing about SoFi management is they said once they get a profitable quarter right now, there's no going back to, losing money ever again. They're looking for full year, 12 months, 4 quarters next year, or this year, 2024, of profitability. So this quarter, that we're about to get, it was for 2023, but if you got all 2024, that's, 5 quarters of, profitability. So guys, we should be looking at the, S&P 500, opportunities, in under a year when we report a Q3 2024 report. So things are looking extremely bullish for SoFi over the next 12 months, guys. Remember, your money, your investments the past 2 years had a lot to do with interest rates, the Federal Reserve, rate hikes, rate cuts, inflation, macro. And we are almost to the end of that, rate hike cycle where we've been paused for a little bit and we might potentially get a rate cut in March. I believe right now we're at about 64% chance of a rate cut in March. So guys, remember, we got CPI report coming in hot, on Thursday, I believe. So there you go, guys. That's just going to be another macro headwind that, makes your money go up and down very quickly. Nothing correlated to your investments. But remember, guys, when we start getting lower rate environment again, more money is going to start flowing into those more higher risk names. So be sure to smash the like button, guys. Let's try and get the video to 1,000 likes. Don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many of you people as I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get to 14,000 subscribers. Let's get it. All right, guys, so just take a look at the inflation rate. I mean, we got that inflation data, CPI, coming up on Thursday. Look at that. We're at 2.23, guys. We literally clipped 2.09 the other day. So look, the past 30 days, it's just been falling off a cliff. So this could be that inflation report where the Fed starts to panic because they might see inflation clipping into the 1% range. And, we get the 100% guaranteed rate hike or rate cut in March or potentially, in February. You just never know. But remember, guys, that CPI report is coming out on Thursday, I believe. Guys, if you're watching on your computer, watching on your notepad, I want you right now to jot this number down because this is going to be a big reason if the SoFi stock moves up dramatically over the next 12 months, doubling, tripling, etc. Institutional share ownership, guys, we've been watching this for, the last 2 years. We've seen it in the 20s. We've seen it in the low 30s, guys. I think the last time we were checking it, it was 33 to 36% range, 2 quarters ago. Guys, we are clipping 38.98% institutional ownership, almost at 39%. So if you're going to be seeing the SoFi stock at the, $15 range and holding support, guys, don't be surprised when institutional ownership jumps up to 45, percent or more over the next 3 to 5 months, guys. We want to see that big whale money, that old timer money, because they go long, they invest for the long term. That's why you see that Magnificent Seven stocks, 80 to 90% institutional ownership, and they basically haven't gone down the past, 10 years or so. So this is a number we really need to keep watching. And guys, on my Twitter here, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll have the Twitter linked up in the comment section. Go follow the Twitter, guys. You're getting daily SoFi updates. I asked a question. We got 439 votes. What will be the biggest surprise in SoFi's Q4 earnings? And you guys answered. Student loans, 27%. Galileo tech platform, 59%. And mortgages, 13.7%, guys. So we see the tech platform finally taken over. We know that SoFi has made massive investments in the tech platform, guys, over $2.5 billion between Galileo and Technisys over the past 2-3 years. and those investments are finally starting to pay out. They, moved everything to the cloud. They're starting to land some large regional banks, migrating those customers over. It takes 15 to 18 months, but we should see Galileo tech platform really start to take off. So this just shows me that you guys are really following the company, and SoFi management team has guided for high teens growth. When I think of high teens, I'm thinking of 17 to 18% growth. And remember, guys, SoFi management team has always under promised and over delivered on the actual earnings. So don't be surprised if Galileo Tech Platform just this most recent quarter, breaks over the 20% growth range. I mean, we've seen multiple SaaS companies out there trading at ridiculous multiples. They all grow at the 15 to 25% range. We're seeing SoFi, the entire business, grow at that range right now. We're being priced like a legacy bank. We need to get profits, and we need to maintain this 30% growth the next couple of years, and you're really going to see SoFi start to take off. Guys, this is the transcript, the Q3 earnings call. Just take a look at the bottom. Shifting to our tech platform, where we delivered record net revenue of $90 million in the quarter, up 6% year over year. Guys, see that? They were up 6% year over year. So going from 6% growth to 20% growth, that'll start getting these analysts talking about a potential, SaaS multiple, tech multiple for the overall business. Annual revenue growth was driven primarily by Galileo's account growth to 137 million in total. Contribution profit is expanding, 32 million, representing 36% margin, up significantly over quarter over quarter. We expect the technology platform segment revenue to see an acceleration in Q4 with ongoing strong margins as we leverage prior investments. So guys, the investments are starting to pay off for Q4, and we're going to see this full year 2024. So you guys are right. I personally believe Galileo Tech Platform will be the big thing that the analysts will start talking about. We should see some really good price target upgrades. And guys, we've had a lot of people saying this is going to potentially be the sell the news event on profitability. Guys, that is not the case. Don't say profitability is a sell the news event. 16 analysts are covering this bad boy right now, and they expect SoFi to report EPS of 0 cents. No profits. Guys, it's almost like whatever Anthony Noto has said the past couple of months, the analysts gave him no credit at all. They are not listening to Anthony Noto. They do not care. They are looking at SoFi a totally different way, macro related. And guys, you can see 16 analysts, number of analysts, average estimate, 0 EPS. Guys, we need to beat a 0 EPS. So if you see something like a 3-4 cent EPS, I'm telling you, this stock is going to skyrocket, and the analysts are going to be left just in disbelief because they are not pricing this company from what they've been doing, and they have SoFi going the U-turn, going backwards, negative growth, flat growth, no profitability. I don't know what's going on with our analysts. You guys know my personal opinion. I've said these guys are delusional. They're not on your side. We have maybe 2 or 3, with some nice $14, $15 price target, but everybody else is just, delusional in my opinion. You can see 0% or 0 cent EPS overall. Now guys, taking a look at my personal guidance, I mean, these are the numbers that we've been waiting for a long time. This is the Q4 guidance, and I'll tell you right now, the revenue and the EBITDA are pretty accurate, guys. This is just going off of SoFi's guidance. I believe the EBITDA, I did bump it up about 5 million because they always tend to over promise a little bit on the overall EBITDA each year at the end of the year. But guys, revenue is right in line. EBITDA is right in line. Look, we're looking at 34% growth on revenue, 120% growth on EBITDA. These are both year over year. This will put us at an EBITDA margin of 26%. Our last EBITDA margin, I believe, was about 18%. So going up quarter over quarter, 8%, this is crazy. 62% margin expansion. And guys, this is the number that we've been waiting for, the net income. This is a confusing number because, there's different markups, different expenses, sales and marketing, stock-based compensation, the list goes on. So I don't know if they really go for profitability, do a 50 million, or if they, try to just barely scrape profitability at 5 million. I don't know, guys, but this is just going off of what they needed to break even on EBITDA last quarter. This is just saying, everything maintains the same. They're looking at about 25 million net. Let's see what Anthony Noto said. We know we're going to be in the profitability. SoFi didn't hit on any guidance cut in Q4 on their updated Q4 investor presentation for the overall investor. So these numbers right here, I can tell you right now, are pretty accurate. This is the one that is very, very confusing. We just have no idea what SoFi is going for. It could be a massive beat. It could be a slight profitability beat, but hey, The analysts don't expect a profit, and we're going to report a profit that's beating expectations. All right, guys, and we've seen SoFi continue to grow assets as for the Federal Reserve, about 3 to 4 billion each quarter. And we know right now SoFi is ranked the 80th largest bank by assets at 21.5. So we can jump up to 24.5. That's going to jump us up to potentially around 74 to 75 ranking. That's not bad at all, jumping up 6 per quarter now that we're growing larger. So, hey, SoFi continues to grow their assets under management, and it's just a matter of time, guys, before we make our way into the top 50 potentially this year, 2024. So once again, guys, I'm going to continue to say the exact same things. I think the biggest thing going for SoFi right now is profitability. And unlike a lot of companies that have went profitable and then went backwards to unprofitable, SoFi is not saying that that is their plan. They want full year profitability in 2024, guys. That would mean we would be up for opportunity to enter the S&P 500 after our Q3 earnings report of 2024, guys. So I think there's going to be a totally different story on SoFi approximately 12 months from now. The short term right now is very confusing because companies aren't really getting priced at what they're doing on the earnings. They have a lot of headwinds in their way with macro interest rates, interest rate hikes and cuts. It's very, very confusing, guys. This has been going on for about 18 months now. But understand, once we start getting into the lower rate environment, you're going to see a lot of these small cap, unprofitable, high growth names start to really pick up. That's why you've seen those magnificent sevens do so well in a higher rate environment because they're making so much money the past year and a half. So understand, as long as SoFi continues to execute, the stock will eventually catch up. So right now, it's more of just a matter of timing and waiting for the bull market for companies like a SoFi. But guys, I think profitability is on our side in about 3 weeks. You need to maintain strong diamond hands because you get sell reports coming out, left and right, trying to knock this stock down, cutting guidance down, 10% growth for the year 2024. Just crazy things that don't make a lot of sense. So be sure to smash the like button. Don't forget to drop a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My name's Kyle. Have a great day.